Welcome. You've got dads.
Greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashkra from Bloodman Pictures, and again, without facecam sadly, we still couldn't find the charger. Yes, that's a real problem we have here, but nonetheless, I wanted to continue with my dad dating simulator, because I promised you guys to finish Damien's route, and I will do that. Let's go into the date. And this episode will be as long as it takes to end this game, unless it's too long. Yeah. It will at least take as long as the last date goes. Depending on what happens next, like a new day or anything, I might make another episode, or if not, then yeah. If after the date nothing much happens more, then this will be the last episode. Let's date Damien. You know that what they say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream, Daddy? I am more sure than I ever was. I think. Anyway, let's do this. Treat people better than they treat you. That's a good advice. If the police are driving behind you, don't give them probable cause to pull you over. Yeah, that's good advice as well. Oop. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. We do? Oh, we jumped over some time here. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through dad book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signed rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Oh, like, yeah, hell yeah, I would do the freaking same, even though my handwriting is bad as all hell. Hang out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes, be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Oh, Amanda. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Aww.
Turn into a bat. Wow. I don't think.
Ugh.
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Not all vampires can turn into bats. That is racist. Some vampires can do other things. For example, control blood or stuff like that. Well, okay, I'm off.
Huh.
Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Even though I consider myself a LARP vampire, and I still love garlic to death. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cape, cloak, he hates it when people call it cape. Call it a cape. Oh, damn it. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning.
Huh.
Interestingly, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. Fair enough, fair enough. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something?
Oh no.
I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. This is getting deep. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. That is extremely depressing. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advance of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. I remember reading something about that. Immunity of mourning, I hope I pronounced that correctly, was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So, no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. That is true, though I don't know how many share my faith in that, but personally, when I get too close to the topic about thinking of the fatality of life, I end up in a serious state of, let's say I can't get out of it on my own, and that's not good. So I will just carry on and try to let this whole feelsy moment not get to me too much. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Kinda true. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see moonlight in the bay glint of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm. His mystery, I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no. I hope it isn't Lucian again. Oh! There goes Kira again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay? That was loud and startled me in real life. Damn game, why? There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have a stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't much time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a run-down building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open to find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript. I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down the corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls. Of the seemingly empty building. Distant halls echo from some place I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary? What are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face. Great. Because this is an animal shelter. What? We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter. Wow. Okay, kid, wait to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this, Bellany? Just one moment. Thunder, obviously, cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see Damien. Damien? Way to go to make an entrance, Damien. I didn't expect to see you ever like that. Hey, it's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I didn't even realize he didn't wear makeup. Oh, jeez. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much... Okay, again, please. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until later. Much later. But I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a system administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. Okay. I guess full-on goth... oh, jeez. I guess full-on goth was obviously not working in this age. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attended to.
What?
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She is one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors. And now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats, and then I came back. She had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You are a perfect little peach, Eshkova. We just don't want... don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'm so sorry, but... Oh, no. I grab some treats and we can't hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Mary, yeah, wow. There is no time for us talking deep shit, but it is time to freaking mark your drawing with a signature, even though it's just the idiot map. Like, not idiot in, like, any bad way, it's just like, not, yeah. Kale, Coffee Dad, Nerd's House, Mary's Sick Pet, Smalls, Dames with a heart, Other Nerd's House, Mario Butter. Other Nerd's House and Nerd's House. What even? Oh man, I'm Nerd's House. Okay, good. I was wondering. Am I nerd or other nerd? Oh, but that spells it out. At least you're not other nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the packing order. Yep. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Cul-de-sac, coffee spoons, softball field, baby side, aquarium. Ooh boy. Oh, Bayside, not Babyside. Babyside, what kind of location would that even be? Just a huge statue of a baby. Who's other nerd, though? If Dames is Damien, who's other nerd? Is that the big... Is that the Asgard dad? I forgot his name. I'm so bad at names. If I would be a pup, where would I go? Either Bayside or cul-de-sac. I mean, we just came from the Bayside, so I will go to the cul-de-sac. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. There's like no sound. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark Bark Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Eshkova? Can please all the notifications just shush down? This will be easy. Gotta stay positive. Abandon all hope. You enter here. Okay. Gotta stay positive or this'll be easy. I mean, finding a dog is not easy at all. But I want to lighten up his mood. This'll be easy. No sweat. If I can wrangle a toddler who suddenly decides that she's princess of the drywall, and then spend 3 hours fishing a toddler out of a crawl space in our attic, I can find a dog. It was Amanda. Amanda did that. Let's just hope for the best. I made the wrong choice, didn't I? We got this. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems pretty normal. It looks like Brian was his name. Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and help out. Okay, who of you two lost the dog? That's how his voice sounded. Hey, don't step on the grass, I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Ashkova, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you? Well, a little while ago, I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's going to take forever to re-till the soil. It could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. If that was a dog, I'm not sure if that's healthy. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Okay, that's a good clue. So... Okay, coffee spoon. Maybe Coffee Dad feeds her. Softball field, less likely. Bayside, I really don't know about that. Aquarium, I don't know if she can get food there, but if she's anything like a cat, she might just stare at the fish and be like, nom, 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 nom. So I will go to the coffee spoon. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt!
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. I caught one digging through the trash earlier. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second.
Hey.
Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old right side banana bread. Wanna take some for the road, just in case? Of course! Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is gonna be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. I want the bread. It's just like internally crying about not... I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. True. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that, I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, coffee spoon east. So, I guess the dog went from the shelter to the coffee spoon, and from the coffee spoon to the cul-de-sac. Maybe to the bayside? we arrive back at the bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Whew, very smart. Pops? And I turns to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch watching TV? Oh, sorry, what are you doing? I'm heading home to go back out. Get it? Okay, of course. Watching TV on the couch. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Alright.
Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a greyhound, a golden retriever. Did you see a mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would definitely have remembered that. I gotta run though. This reader has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand? I do. Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Bloodman. I'm always spot off that those two are actually called Blood Moon. Oh, I love it. Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon, but there's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? Back to the cul-de-sac? Are there less options than before? No, they're just in different order. I have no idea. So... we could go back to the cul-de-sac. I don't know if it will do anything. We have a cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... uh-oh, Hugo's front door's wide open. Wasn't that where the... I don't know. She can open doors.
Oh no.
This is classic Duchess Cordelia. A telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down on there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh, that's a huge dog! Oh boy! There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Ah! Roof! Well, she hasn't broken anything in here yet. Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again. And get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien wirily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. And her dog treat? Give us right-said banana bread. Best choice ever! Look at all those, not cucumbers, eggplants. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of right-said banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs at the air and hones on the bread. Come here, girl, nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. Vegan? Well, I guess bread is one of the most easiest to make vegan things. Though... huh. Some of the things I never realize. Like salad. Oh, okay, no, that's obvious. Never mind. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground. Like dogs always do for some reason, she curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts to whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's nowhere we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Oh no, so what are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. Don't tell your dad about this! We're definitely not trespassing. What pizza rolls are those? It's like, ooh, nice pizza rolls. What are those? I think I never actually had actual pizza rolls though. Don't tell your dad about this. I'm definitely telling Hugo about all this. Hey man, be cool. I am cool. Cool enough to not tell your dad? I got him? You're good. Usually it's the other way around. I love it. Like teens say, "Oh, you're not cool," and then grown-ups are like, "But I'm cool." Oh, I love it. It worked. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? Oh god, look at that face of Duchess. Oh my goodness gravy. It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurls towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugh stands at the door looking like he's at a loss of words.
Huh?
Why are you guys whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Oof. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia?
I don't know.
How do you do? Borf. We're friends. The Duchess looks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her.
What?
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look how cute she is. Sure, she's just as tall as you, with, like, not even standing up. Damn, that's a massive dog. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while, but you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. But the form's ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Wow, I fixed a son-dad relationship unintentionally with a dog. Well, the dog did most of the work, but still, I'm taking credit for that. Hugh steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems happy to be with his new friend.
Oh.
I know. He called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugh's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest, It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Dutch is a wily one, but do right... Whoa, what the hell just happened? I don't know if that showed up on recording, but my entire screen just got empty. I only saw my background picture for like a split second and then turned all normal. The recording is still running, so I hope everything's fine. But, and the Dutch is a wild one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Eshkva, you should be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers. You know, if you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Ah.
Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh yeah.
Come on.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and I got a vested interest in his health, success and well-being. If you ever hurt him, Mary, you can fill in the blanks. Oh. Yes, ma'am. Seriously though, same. If anyone hurts Damien, I will hurt them. And I will hurt them in all legal possible ways, to be fair. Is the FBI knocking yet? I don't know. FBI, what am I saying? I'm not living in the US. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing, I completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. That sentence alone is just marvelous. But you're not boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I have a bad history with mowing a lawn in real life. I was like I felt like being the only one ever mowing our lawn, and we had a huge freaking lawn back then. Like, huge. And when I was 14, I was supposed to mow the lawn. When my brother was 14, he was too young to mow the lawn. When he was 15, he was too young. When he was 16, we got a freaking tractor and he just jumped on it and went off. Oh no. I spent too much, I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together. It would never be boring if it is with you. If it was with you. Damien, is the game glitching on me? Well, my R is not right. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. Ooh. weird for hairs to smell. I never smelled that kind of shampoo or something, so nice. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the color context, his eyes are so dark and soulful. Oh, that's right, his eyes are brown. May I kiss you? Does a bat have wings? Thou art welcome. Ah, yes! Verily, you may take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes! Yeah, okay, I see. Purple eyes now, brown before, and purple before that. Yeah, whatever. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined like a proper gentleman. He walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad. But I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around, heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys like starting a vampire coven tonight together? Or oh, plot twist! Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Okay. Date complete! Yes!
I'm sensing a romance between us. A chemical romance. That's a band?
I was about to say that's a good pun, but his finish line, that's a band, was, oh no, I love it. It's so... Now I want to know the reactions of everyone else. Darkness is full. Ernest? Why is Ernest in there? Family, fun, and relaxed, Dad. Okay. I got rank S. Nice. I'm glad about that one. Oh, yes. Woo! Interview with a vampire. Full on. Everyone needs to know how to use power tools. Okay. Oh, please don't tell me the game just froze. It froze. Okay, there we go. Phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. But this is the end of the end of the episode for now, so I will just save and say, whew! That last date was taking turns left and right. I love it. And I love this game. The humor, the lovely emotional parts. It's amazing. And I, well, seem to not be finished with this episode, with this route, I guess. So, I don't know how much there is left, but I will really keep it for the next episode, for the chance of you guys seeing my actually face next time. because we are still looking for the damn thing, yeah, you know what I mean. And yeah, also, yeah, I'm sorry if I forget to edit anything out. I will say that right ahead. But, yeah, things were wonky. Anyway, I sincerely love all of you guys, not dies. What am I talking about? Especially, I love Damien. And we'll see each other in the next video. Cheerio!